Streets of New York today after just last night, the US and Israel coordinated an attack on the people of Iran.
This is a message for the leftist community, such as this woman. If you were quiet when Ali Khamenei ordered the killing of over 43,000 peaceful protesters in only 2 nights, then you don't have a right to say anything right now. The people of Iran you are referring to are those people who have asked for this attack. The people who are dying right now are not the people of Iran, our Islamic regime, the enemy of the people of Iran. We are celebrating the death of Ali Khamenei, the enemy, the dictator that killed many Iranian people. Do not have the audacity to come and talk on behalf of Iranian people when you do not know or do not have the knowledge of what they want. We have asked for this attack since December 2025, and we have wanted the regime leaders to be taken down so we can take our country back and have our transitional leader take the country toward freedom. So not so respectfully, if you were quiet during the killing of the people of Iran, then shut up right now when they're taking the leaders, the enemies of the people of Iran. They have been killing us for the past 47 years, and we will not tolerate anyone standing up and protecting their sugar daddies. It's over. It's over.
From an Iranian woman. Check this out.
I'm an Iranian who lives in Tehran, and I can hear the sound of bombing outside. In case I'm dead tomorrow, I just want you to remember this. Please, shut the f*** and don't use me against America or Israel to try and convince them to stop. We ask for this. We want this attack. And I know that you don't want to listen to us. You don't want to listen, but I'm going to give you the shorter version of why we want this. The reason is we had one option, to go and protest this bloody regime, and we did, and they killed 40,000 of us in 2 days. This is the last option we have. We asked for the help, and the help is here. And I know I might die, and I don't care, because I'm willing to sacrifice my life for Iran. And you, just shut the fuck. Don't use me to attack anyone or try to stop this. We want this. You don't understand. You're not in our shoes.
This is a heartbreaking message from an Iranian woman.
Hi, an Iranian here. This message is for those of you who truly care about humanity, about human rights, about human life. For those of you who are trying to save us by ending a war. We know many of you believe in peace. We know many of you oppose war. Honestly, so do we. Iranians don't love war. We never dreamed of war. We never dreamed of seeing our country on the headlines for bombs and blood. No nation asks for bombs to fall on the land where their families live. But please try to understand something about us, about Iranians. For 47 years we have lived with a different kind of war, a quiet war, a slow war, a war where the regime occupying our land kills our people, tortures our girls, jails our youth, executes our friends, and steals the future of an entire nation. After decades of this pain, we reached a place no nation ever wants to reach, a place where ending the suffering may require even more suffering. That in itself is crushing our souls and our psyche. We understand that it may be hard to feel what we feel if you're not an Iranian. Hard to imagine decades of this kind of suffering. But if you cannot feel our pain, please at least listen to us. Listen before judging us. Listen before telling us what peace should look like for our country. Because sometimes the people who carry the pain are the only ones who truly know what it takes to end it. And the truth is, no nation asks for war unless peace has been killing them for decades. So, all we ask is to be heard.
Needs to listen to this. Check this out.
When I speak to you about revolution, I am not speaking from a textbook. I am speaking about the revolution that stole Iran. I'm speaking about the revolution that forced my family to leave our home and everything my parents spent a lifetime building. I'm speaking about the revolution that turned one of the oldest civilizations in the world into a prison for women, a torture chamber for dissidents, and the leading state sponsor of terrorism. And tonight, I'm here to tell you something that may make some people feel uncomfortable. I have seen this movie before, and I know how it ends. In 1979, the Shah of Iran was overthrown by an alliance that should never have made sense. The Islamists joined forces with the Marxists and socialists. Think about that. Sound familiar, huh? The leftists believed religion was backwards. The Islamists wanted religious rule. The leftists claimed to support women's liberation. The Islamists wanted to control how women dress, how they behave, and where they could go. The leftists talked about sexual freedom. The Islamists would build a regime that terrorized and murdered gay people. They had almost nothing in common except for two things. They hated Israel and America, and they wanted to bring the regime down. My family lived through what happens next. In Iran, the leftists thought they were using the Islamists. They thought the Islamists were useful. They thought, we will join forces now, we will tear down the Shah, we will destroy the existing system, we will have our revolution, and then we will take power. They were so arrogant and they were so naive. The Islamists were using them. And when the Islamists no longer needed them, they turned on them. The college students who helped bring the revolution to power, they were purged. The professors purged. The intellectuals imprisoned. The leftists tortured and executed. The universities themselves were shut down. The Islamists used the college students to take power. And then they crushed the very college students who helped put them there. And you know what the Islamists told them? They said, if you will turn on your own country, how do we trust you not to turn on us? If you don't stand for your own country, you stand for nothing. That is the part of the Iranian Revolution that every American college student should be forced to study. Not what our indoctrination camps, we call college education, are teaching them.
Everyone needs to listen to this. Check this out.
You probably
Us Iranians, you don't speak for us. I was born there. We are very happy with President Trump.
This intelligent Iranian is finally fed up and shuts down this self-entitled, virtue-signaling white liberal for acting like she knows everything and speaking for Iranians not only in the diaspora, but also at home.
We're very happy about what he...
There's many Iranians that are angry.
There's not many Iranians.
There is.
That's a lie. We are sick, us Iranian people, my half-sister lives there, my family lives there. We're sick of white liberals telling us about Iran and its people.
Watch as she lays down the facts and completely shuts down the liberal woman.
We love Benjamin Netanyahu and we love President Trump for what they did. They want to name cities after these people in Iran. So please don't speak for us. And what he did was strategic because with military operations, they have to have a structure and a plan. You don't go and just go and do something and not know what you're doing. You have to have a plan. You have to have intelligence to know where to hit, so they don't hit places that have a lot of civilians. So you're thinking in a very irrational way. Okay? He thinks in a very rational way. That's why he had, when he took down those nuclear facilities, not a single casualty. Okay? It takes time to do that. Otherwise, you do kill a lot of civilians. Us Iranians, you don't speak for us. I was born there. We are very happy with President Trump.
This intelligent Iranian is finally fed up and shuts down this self-entitled, virtue-signaling white liberal.
The Iranian woman makes on Iran is historically factual. Check this out.
Whether you want to look at it from the Iranian perspective, whether you want to look at it from the American or Israeli perspective, this war is absolutely justified. A lot of people in the West, Americans, don't understand that Iran is not originally an Arab Muslim country. Iran is historically Persian with its own separate identity, culture, language, history, and it's even its own religion, Zoroastrianism. Now, when the Arab conquest came and Persian independence was officially over after 2,000 years and Iran became Islamized, especially 47 years ago when the Islamic regime occupied Iran, Iranians will tell you that this is a foreign occupying force, that this is not Iran. Even the IRGC What does the IRGC stand for? Islamic Revolutionary Guard, not Iranian Revolutionary Guard. This is a foreign imperial force that is occupying Iran. Now, when you're looking at it from...
But Israel isn't, right?
But do you know why the regime is so against Israel? Because this regime, with its imperialist goals that wants to take over the entire region, they don't want a state. The only state in the region that has been decolonized by the indigenous people of the region, that is their worst nightmare. Okay. That's why they're trying to get rid of Israel.
So you're sitting here laughing at diplomacy, okay?
Laughing at the last 47 years of diplomacy.
That's geopolitics. 10 minutes ago, you just said it's bigotry to assume that Muslim people are incapable of anything other than terrorism.
Regular Muslim people. These are Islamists who express imperialist goals. They're not regular Muslims.
Exactly.
These are Islamists who have a political
these are
ideology.
People. Exactly.
Oh,
okay. These are not those guys.
They have
those are not the Muslims that the Middle Easterners you speak of. These are different.
Let me answer you. Yes, they are different. Okay. They've hijacked Islam. They politicized it. They weaponized it as a political tool to spread their Islamist imperialist goals. This is a fact. They say I know Farsi. I know what they're saying when they're speaking.